Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 4 replay. On the left side is the magenta Chinese, we have Vortix. Bottom right side is the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have MSN DKTTV. Oh yeah, doesn't like the Chinese no longer start off an Imperial Official. Yep, he immediately deploys an Imperial Official there in order to get his increased resource collection rate. Very nice. And let's talk about economic benefits. The Chinese are able to deploy out a Imperial Official to get the increased drop-off rate of 20%, and also allows them to supervise certain structures for a fast production rate and able to collect some taxable gold income. Village over here. The Abbasid player does have one of the most powerful economic benefits in the entire game. Year 1 Golden Age. After 10 structures are built, get 15% increased collection rate for all resources. Either way, let's go ahead and take a see what sort of units we'll see in Feudal Age. Chinese corps can employ the Zhenjinu, a effective crossbow, which is very effective versus units with low pierce armor, versus the Camel Archer, a relatively specialist mounted archer that does bonus damage, which is light melee, like archers. However, it is slow, has horrible range, and very awkward to use. And probably not going to be useful in this particular matchup at this current rate. The Dynasty will be very effective. Of course, one good counter, of course, is the Horseman, so likely the Chinese player is going to go for Zhenjinu Spearman. His opponent will probably go for Archer Horseman. Abbasid players can go for a large number of archers either way, thanks to the composite bow research, increasing attack speed of archers by 33% in Castle Age. And let's go and fast forward. I probably should have fast forward as well during the economic phase either way. Economic ring now being researched, so he's going to get the Fertile Crescent, can get the Fertile Crescent, reduce the cost of economic buildings and houses by 25%. Now Bardic and the Sun not being employed on field, very nice. Which is a defensive placement. He's going to employ it out next to the Forest Puppers. If you take a look at the placement of Forest Puppers, blues are, magentas has one pretty far forward, the other ones are off to the side, roughly the same distance as well. Here comes a tree placement, blues in front here, while magenta's a bit farther out, so magenta is harder to use for natural protection, but they're also safer to claim. Blues is a bit easier for use as natural protection, but of course, can be exposed a bit more easily to harassment as bridges are opening. I hear the Bardic and the Sun. Oh, he's using the Bardic and the Sun to gun down the Forest Puppers. Oh, he's just made a bunch of Bambi situations happen. We now got the Imperial Academy going on up. We do have this Forest Pupper right here. And thanks to him gunning down those Forest Puppers like that, it spread them out. I sort of disagree with that, honestly. Song Dynasty is now available, which allowed the village to produce at 15 seconds rather than 20 seconds. And now blue sign for additional town center. And blue or magenta is not running. Oh, is eyeing for archer range now. And I hate to do this, but all of a sudden I just have to use restroom. I'm just going to let the, since magenta may be eyeing for a bit of aggression, I'm just going to have set it to follow magenta's camera around. My apologies.
لدي مهمة. نواجه مشكلة هنا. الأعداء قريبون. 휴근자. 准备好射击目标。混蛋罢了。有人在救我们。你准。 受到威胁。喜欢。该死的，他们在攻击！阿拉都！
Sorry about that. Looks like Magetta's pushing forward with some Zinch news. Got some defensive horsemen here, a great counter to them. And let's fix the camera angle. Or maybe this is the correct camera angle. We have just that weird placement there where you focus more downwards into a crater. My apologies, I don't think my lunch is agreeing with me. Also, I didn't miss too much. Zinch news push on forward, finds some Zinch news. And looks like got a veteran not being pulled on the field. He sees that, going, and his opponent only is going for Zinch news. Going for a good number of horsemen are a good counter at this point in time. It will counter the Zinch news, as well as able to hit the battery rooms for a reasonable well. The Abbasid player does have a handful of spearmen, which is not important moment in time. Best keep them along the flanks towards potential raiding location of opponent horsemen or lancers in the future. Blue's now eyeing for a additional tower here for more villager storage. There's currently 16 villagers here. There's only enough room right now for 10 inside the town center, 15 with the outpost. Notable battery rooms not being employed on the field. More horsemen in order. He's going for pierce armor. His opponent already has come for pierce damage. So this will make them a bit more effective. Once the pierce armor goes up, the Zinch news will do 2 damage per arrow, 6 damage per volley. Right now they're doing 9, which is significant. Does get inside the town center outpost now. He needs to micro the town center to hit those archer Zinch news. They do have also pierce armor, so they take a little bit less damage here. 5 damage per arrow, still a sizable amount. He does force him back there. And it's going to be retasked onto those forest puppers now. So he's running out of forest puppers to claim. More Zinch news being pulled on field. He may just gets his time to build more horsemen, which he's currently not building. He's trying to advance the next age. He has enough food for it. These forest puppers have not been claimed just yet, nor has these, but these ones looks like being cleaned up by Blue now. Shepherds coming on forward. They're ready to bop some sheep. Military wing on the build queue now, which will allow him to get composite bows as well as the agriculture and food camp. Going for some good number of archers will be effective with Zinch news. Zinch news do have 4.5 tower range, which is shorter than regular archer range, and increased attack speed would be very useful against them as well. Astronomical clock tower now being employed out, which will allow them to pull out some more healthy siege weapons. Clock tower and SBs can be useful if his opponent goes for a large number of archers, but at this point in time, probably not, because he's going for mass horsemen. You have seen a couple spearmen now mixed on in. Very good. He probably should eye for more spearmen. And now do have the veteran Zinshu, the upgrade on the way. This could be a brief timing window for him to attack without his opponent getting any research up and going. Military Wing still needs a bit more time. Does he have Golden Age Tier 2 yet? No, he does not. And still a bit far away from it. The increased research speed would be handy in that situation. We do have Hardened Spearman and Arrow Slits being researched. Let's go on. He has 2 outposts here of Arrow Slits. But there's no villagers nearby. I'm not sure why he went for a second outpost there. Well, the Forest Puppers has been playing. Horseman tried to hit this villager. Spearman and Zinchnu's now advanced on forward. And there's going to be a good spear brace there. Those horsemen do some good damage there. Has veteran Zinchnu. So it does 6 damage per arrow, 3 damage per arrow. So 9 damage per volley. Do not have a pair of camels. Get some good damage there as well. Now starting to re-engage. The camels don't do any full damage, but they do have good outright damage and good health. Counts of arrows now raining on in. Do have some palace guards on the field. A man-at-arms here that moves pretty quickly, but has 1 less armor. This town center will go down. The Chinese blue is still on 1 town center as well, so blue has a great villager advantage. It can be quick. It can be evened out if it goes for a 7 town center, but be acted as 2.5. So it'll take a bit of time to catch up even then. Abbasid players, of course, can deploy out. Has some free improved engineers. Looks like that horseman and scout does go down there. Villagers are collecting a bit of wood there. Doesn't get fresh lumber camp. These villagers will get gunned down. He does not have textiles at the moment. Does get inside the town, so this additional town, so he's going to fit 10 villagers. Lance is now turning forward into the Zinch News. They do have 5 pierce armor. The Zinch News at 7 damage, so they do 2 damage per arrow. Veterans making their advance. Abbasid player may want to go for more horsemen. Horsemen is still going to be useful in this situation. Sure, they have diminishing turns versus the Palace Guard, but they will still be very effective versus those Zinch News. Those not popping out, trying to push down these battering rams. Lancers now engaging these Zinch News, and now they do have 6 pierce armor, so they take 1 damage per arrow, so 3 damage per volley. Exile's not research by the Abbasid player as well. These forces now pushing back up to the north. We do have a good amount of berries being collected over here. And now these Zinch News and Palace Guard can get some good damage on these villagers. Though some of these villagers are a little bit off the side, so they will get reviewed. These forces are falling back. We have some Gilons now put on the field as well. Most of the recent patch made Gilons a bit more expensive. Their attack and damage all seem the same, but now they cost 150 rather than 120. Lancer took a bit of damage there. More crossbows, more man-at-arms back here, or palace guards. The lumber camp will go down. The We got some of these palace guards streamlined in. They managed to get past these walls before, and now do have them hacking apart some of these villagers. Who does have a superior number of villagers? Engineers are making way forward, taking out some of these villagers now. I see Magenta's going for some granaries on the map, but more on that later. These villagers trying to run away, find another wood deposit. As mentioned before, and those wood deposits said they're more vulnerable. You can see here, this is one of the more vulnerable natures. Up here, they got some lancers hitting some villagers as well. A couple more villagers will go down. Gilam now engaging these palace guards. These palace guards are getting some good damage. The Gilam will eventually deal with it since those palace guards are focused on the villagers. These palace guards are trying to hit more villagers. The hacks apart that lady. Villager does go down. Palace guards are pursued by Gilams. And that palace guard does get cleaned on up. Magenta's now eyeing for textiles. Getting some good damage there. We do now have horticulture now being researched for the Abbasid player. No economics for the Magenta player, barring Blue Barrow. Now Gilam's getting some good damage there onto these palace guard. Spearmen, palace guard on track forward, and now the lancers going on down, and the clock tower nest of bees has been completed. We got a very good number of Gilams here. More of these villagers are starting going down. Nice lancer hits there. Magenta has killed 30, those only killed 9. That knight does go down now, or lancer. And now we got the palace guard being picked on off. Palace guard engaging the exotic doggo. And the exotic doggo gets sliced apart. Zinch News with a handful of crossbows now advancing on forward. Gilams do have 6 pierce armor, so they take 1 damage per arrow from the Zinch News. And now that villager's a porcupine. All those villagers quickly goes down. They want to not be torching down farms. After all, it's pretty hard to destroy farms with a bunch of arrows like that. Forest puppers getting interrupted by the lancer. Some of these villagers are starting to go down to the lancer now. Lancers or crossbows and advance war against good hits there on these villagers. Blue is not really proper responding to this whatsoever. He's getting annihilated. Getting gunned down by the Zinch News. Got these lancers over here. Magenta does have some crossbows here, which are good and all, but there's a good number of lancers here. They didn't get a charge attack, but still should be able to get some good damage onto those crossbows. A couple spearmen here is advancing forward. And he will quickly take out those lancers. This lancer is still alive in this region. The villagers trying to play around the Rosie. A couple of Gilams and lancers now engaging these Zinch News. The crossbow will get gun sliced apart. Magenta's now going for a big round of palisade walls. Blue may want to go for some palisade walls here. Mill now collecting up has been deployed out next to these berries, so those berries will be cleaned on up. These berries, a couple of them remains. Not all the villagers on the farms, however, still recovering from the previous sets of raids. Right now, blue actually has less villagers than magenta. Magenta's been going a bit of a killing spree on them. Blue still has 2 town centers. Magenta now also has 2 towns as well, which means Magenta has higher production speed because he also has Song Dynasty. We do not have the lumber research there. Lancer moving around. A handful of Gilons here as well. House guards will be hit by the Lancer. Oh, did I get a Mangonel? Nope, we've got a Spring Gull being deployed out, and a Mangonel being deployed up by the Abbasid player. Single Lancer trying to torch down these palisade walls. And a couple Palace Guards find some more hits there on these villagers. Couple crossbows here. Those inside the town center. And that one does go down there. Elon's trying to pursue these Palace Guards now. Oh, that Doggo does go down to a Mangonel. Palace Guards before they're wounded. Right now, Magenta's armies all scattered across the map. The small forces are being picked off one at a time. We do have a decent spearing force, supported by a good number of crossbows. And we do have 3 clock tower and a nest of bees. A handful more crossbows would not hurt Magenta right there. He'll hurt his opponent, that's for sure. Right now, Blue's army's almost entirely armored. Do got the Gilons, the Lancers. Of course, now got some crossbows and some Camel Riders being blown on the field. Spring Gulls, do pick out 1 blue Spring Gulls. Magenta Spring Gull took a hit there. Clock Tower Missile Bees. Really good hit there on the Gilons. Nice enough to trade forward. The Clock Tower Missile Bees are fine. The Spring Gulls can go down. Magenta has no more siege weapons left. Oh, that's a now good volley there by the Nested Bees. Blue's on advance forward. There's a bit armor here. Now some of these forces starting to get hit. They can save a lot more fuse thanks to boot camp. Magenta's siege weapons is simply not having the front line. Crossbows still firing away. Camel Riders now advancing forward as well. Couple Spring Gulls here, hitting the camels. One of the Clock Tower SPs will go down. There goes the Spring Gulls. Another Clock Tower SP goes down. And this one's going to sort of slow down a little bit, but will escape through the walls. So hitting this range force there. Got of course the Barnacle Sun firing away. It gets some great AoE damage right there. We focus on the crossbows. Of course, unlike Mangonels, these guys do not do bonus damage versus range. They just have just straight up good damage across all the targets. Those are the crossbow will go around the rest of these Gilons. Need to make sure not focus firing because all those guys are pretty low in health. Blue and Magenta both forces are pretty bad and bruised. Got a good number of Camels being put on the field, which are not classified as heavy. Maybe a good idea to pull out some spearmen, or Palace Guard will work just fine against camels. A spearman would also be good. He's going for a mix of, well, just spearmen at the moment. He's not really playing on many military units. Agenda's trying to pick up this relic. It will not be successful. Blue's picked up 3 relics. That will likely be relic number 4 for blue. And relic number 5 is located right here. Agenda has now cleaned up a sacred site there, gave him some good gold generation. Lockdown SB does find a volley down the camels. Camels just have high health, so it's really actually hard for some units to deal with them, like siege weapons. They offer 270 health, which is basically like a knight with Boyar's fortitude. Their damage output costs a lot less than a knight's, but of course specialized was cavalry. Crossbows will not cut it out. They have too much health, and the crossbows are just don't pack enough hits. He's going for a big line of stone walls there, trying to clean up that actual breach right there. Maybe I'll just go ahead and ghost that last bit of wall segment there, but it looks like the wall in front of it's not even down. Man-at-Arms or Gilom's now trying to build out some more of these spring golds. And based on the walls there and many some resources, it looks like going to be a location for the Great Gatehouse. Do now the Great Gatehouse not being employed out in the field, which is it'll help protect the flank. Won't really help him protect this not flank, the front. Now I've got 3 mangonels here with 2 spring golds in tow. That's going to be a lot of mangonel fire against this very vulnerable army to such fire. Doesn't have a spring gold in place on this Sparta in the sun. It does pop, and there's a Great Gatehouse. Spearman now trying to gaze these camels. They do have 5 melee armor at the moment. They do get some good villages. We've got some good granaries here that could be exposed. Those are now on top of high ground. Spearman to gain some damage down the mangonels. Actually, the Great Gatehouse is still classified as siege damage in this current patch. Yes, it is. Crossbows need to start hitting those camels. Mangonels advancing forward, still being torched down and stabbed by Spearman. Camera is still pushing way forward. Those counts 116 to 116. Crossbows firing away, gets some good hits there on those camels. Those are starting to go down as well. These villagers being passed on back. It looks like the camels have gone down. There's some Giloms now remaining. Crossbow should be able to do it no problem. Ooh, and those spring bolts go down from the Great Gatehouse. Like I said before, it does do siege damage, which means it bypasses all damage, barring high ground damage. High ground on top of wall, I should say. And a couple other minor benefits like it reduces all damage. I was at the University on the field can go for ancient techniques. I'm still just Song Dynasty. Keep this set up in this region. Chinese keeps to have 3-hand cannoneers, provide some good damage output. He's broken through the palisade wall there. Camels trying to advance him forward. These villagers, there's 60 villagers there, so 15 of them can't get inside the keep. Trade week now being researched by the Abbasid player. Abbasid trade is even better than even Mongol trade. They're cheaper, and they can be resourced to having better trade collection. Some of these villagers already took some hits there. Yuan Dynasty now selected. Looks like we may have got another landmark, maybe in the lighthouse, the Imperial Palace. We got a good number of stables on point field, and if we go to Yuan Dynasty, is able to get the Fire Lancer. And now the villagers are, he was backed up to 20 seconds, so now the Yuan Dynasty and not the Song Dynasty. Get some good damage there, very good. Camels gain some damage over here. One more villager will go down if the camels go down. Doggo didn't get any head pats, so he backed off. There's Imperial Palace, which is basically a lighthouse. I would call it a lighthouse because it gives you 28 tiles of range. I also can act as the Imperial Spies for additional, so you can see where your opponent's villagers are at. Now both players in Imperial Age now. With a trade wing, so he will get some good trade. He has already 4 markets here, and has a massive number queued on up. They are cheaper traders as well. They're providing, they cost 40-40 rather than 60-60, or the Mongols 48, no, 60-38, was it? 36. Or from the Silver Tree. Got some Fire Lancers on field. Camels will reduce the damage received from the Fire Lancers. Fire Lancers are basically a heavier horseman. They have great siege damage as well, force damage. Clock down an S&Bs. Let's get a bit of fire there. Oh, here, now these Fire Lancers lance on forward. Of course, they will do less damage. The splash charge attack will do some serious damage for all these villagers. And I'm gonna clock down S&Bs, crossbows, and Fire Lancers on pushing forward. The Fire Lancers just have really high torch damage, and does manage to charge down that Magna as well. Good pick there. Clock down S&Bs, finds some shots away. Of course, got the elite camel riders are still light melee, even though they have 7 melee armor, and as well as 4 pierce armor, and I think their armor could get higher, like up to 7-7. Spearman now engaging. Spearman hit those camel riders soon, he's full. They do also 312 health, which is quite significant. Bowlines can also improve the health even further. Couple key bombs here, hitting some of the villagers, trying to cut some stone. Chinese players have a lot of stone at the moment. Go for a full set of stone walls. Hand cannoneer firing away, getting a bit of damage on all of these forces. Chinese hand cannoneers can be pretty nice, getting up to 5.5 range, which he does have. And does have chemistry as well, so he has fully upgraded hand cannoneers. Lancers push forward against the charge attack even splashing down the structures. They do not have Magnell. Again, great shot there. Spearman, however, overrun the Magnell before it's another shot off. Fire Lancers being pursued by the Lancers. Now they're staying engaged, but I think the Lancers do some great work there. We got a good amount of traders in the field, and most Fire Lancers will find one of the traders. We'll take it out. He does have +2/+2 armor as traders from his blacksmith research, but I'm pretty sure you can get, what, additional 5 armor from the House of Wisdom. More crossbows being blown on the field. Cannoneers firing away. We're starting to go on down there to some fire lancers. Let's see what also with some research he's gotten. Oh, he doesn't have deposit bowman just yet. I don't think I've seen any bowman recently. Oh, I should go for agriculture, the additional collection rate, which is cheaper than the final level of farming as well. Good damage there. In comparison, that is about the same cost as a regular tier 2 upgrade for the agriculture tech. Spearing up before getting some great damage there onto these lancers. Got still more Gelons. Now it's going to go for the Grand Bazaar, giving him plus 25% resources from his traders of any select resource. Gelons now you can gauge these Spearmen in melee, very good. Villagers starting to go on down there. Does give good hit there as well to heal those Machete forces. Machete does have army of 55. The Abbasid only has an army of 21, so he needs time to reproduce. He does have a good number of Gelons to build and even more knights or lancers. Rock Tower Bombard, now trying to bombard the keep. These pivots there on these villagers taking a good number of them down. Blue has less villagers, but he just killed 145 villagers, Gabe. Jeez. He did a good job of killing off 37 villagers as well. Does ban himself to keep the bombard will close it up. Batter it down. Another Mangonel being put out over here. Lancers and Gelons. And 4 crossbows in the back line as well. Haven't seen a whole lot of man-at-arms lately. In fact, there's 0 on the field. So, only basically not got additional crossbows. Those are only 2 crossbows in the field. Good spear brace there. Lancer and Elite Fire Lancer are now engaging. He only doesn't even have upgraded Lancers at the moment, which is actually interesting. You may want to go for the Elite Lancer research. We do, of course, have the Elite Gelons. And Canyon needs some good damage. Bombard. We'll just finish off that mining camp. He really wants a bit. It has a total of 1,382 gold remaining. Bombard annihilates that Mangonel. Gelon's now engaging the hand cannoneers. I think he may or not have elite army tactics. Let me take a better look at one of them. No, he does not. In fact, he's actually missing some melee damage. This is actually a pretty important upgrade for Gelon since I have high attack speed. And looks like the Abbasid player does back up the game. This is Anne Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.